Go.
So our lighting control panel is right here. We have 3 override switches, which we'll walk you guys over. It's by the elevator lobby on the 3rd floor. It controls the elevator lobby and then 2 zones, the north and south zone of the building up here. The hours we programmed, was that hours that we've set?
We
Or
kind of just guesstimated in the meantime.
do you know the hours that we have them set up for?
Yeah, it's 5:30. I think the garage lighting's on from 5:30 to 10 at night.
5:30
And then
till
we
10 at
can, we want
night.
to take this time to get your opinions on what you want the
Is Judy back there too?
lighting to.
Yeah, okay, so this is lighting in the garage. Is it gonna be
Everywhere.
as much as you have had on, or it's gonna be less, you told me, right? The lighting in the garage, you've had more than what, the minimum? How much lighting do you have to have in the garage?
What, 5 lumens or something a foot?
But they'll, whichever that basic minimum is gonna stay on no matter what we do, program this, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so.
you always have emergency lighting. Will be
And,
running.
okay, and so does it have the lighting that if it sees a car down there moving or a person?
It does
it's
not
gonna
have
turn on?
occupancy.
Okay, it doesn't have occupancy.
Yeah, we didn't want to mess with that.
Okay, that's fine,
Yeah.
that's fine, just asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it easy to change seasonally?
The way it has, he had it Astro on, like, you can have it set up to go half an hour on or off after sunrise, or 2 hours on after sunrise, or
There's a photo cell on it, doesn't it?
We don't have
There's
a
no
photo
photo
cell.
cell.
control.
Okay, so how would you do the sunrise thing?
It knows this.
It's a smart
knows
clock.
This
It knows
It
when
knows the
sunrise
time
is
zone
on.
where
Okay,
we're at.
so
Has
why
it-
don't we
yeah,
do,
we had it a half an hour. It would seem to shut off, and it seems a little dark this time of year after sunrise. That's why we kind of
Yeah.
kept it on full time until we had this.
so do we set it like from the time that sunset goes until like 9 o'clock at night? And then
What time are people showing up?
in the morning?
Yeah.
At, I think you have to figure 6 o'clock.
So
Half an hour before
I
people
would
show
leave
up.
it coming on at 5:30.
Okay, so on at 5:30.
That should be good year round.
That should be fine year round. But if it's already had sun, 5:30 in the summer, it's
That's
already
true.
light. But it knows,
So,
it
but
knows
then
that
that
because
could
it
be
will see
changed.
It
sunrise.
knows sunrise. And
So it wouldn't turn on at all then.
if it would, yeah, I mean, depending on the programming, it wouldn't necessarily turn on if it's light enough. Or if we do it an hour after sunrise, then, yeah, it might be on for an hour before.
Okay, so I would, this is the garage lights. So if they turn on at 5:30 in the morning, then I think they could probably turn off at 8 PM. Don't you think, Judy?
Yeah, you still have the emergency lights on, the night lights,
Yeah.
so people work late.
What would you say? Do you think we could turn it off at 7:30 then?
Pardon me?
Do you think we could turn it off at 7:30?
Well, they're light enough, probably really in the dark.
Okay, so let's do 7:30. Okay.
These things can
And you
all.
guys might want to check it out, because you'll see, it's pretty dark right now. After those lights go off and just emergency are on, but
It's
if it's
too
just for
dark.
parking, it might, might
Well,
not
the
get
gates are down, I mean, so that you know there's no one in there, yeah.
Like they're sleeping up there in your hiding.
And my hiding place
The
is.
timing is pretty easy to change, so someone can come out here and do it in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Tuesday we'll have
Mhm.
the West Upper guy can show you.
So set up 5:30, 7:30, and if it's a problem, we can
Right,
adjust it.
5:30 to 7:30, and if there's a problem, we can.
And then do you want to do the astronomical on off? So it'll turn off between those times while it's lit up. So
Yes,
how long
turn that
after?
off.
How long after the sunrise do you want it to shut off? Or do you want it to shut off immediately at sunrise?
I think it.
You should just
once
say
it-
half an hour.
Yeah,
Half an hour.
30
30
okay, 30 minutes.
30 minutes on after sunrise, or 30 minutes off after sunset.
That's fine.
Or
That's
on.
fine. Because
30
sunset
minutes-
goes down. and
It'll
then
go
goes
on
down.
30 minutes after sunset. Or
Well,
before
whatever.
sunset.
Before.
Okay, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's how we have it set up. We just have to
Just the
just
minutes.
flip a little checkbox and it'll be.
Okay.
How about holidays and Sundays and weekends?
Weekends, we don't need the lights to go on at all. Do you think, Judy? I don't. Weekends, I don't think you need to have the lights go on at all. Let's save the money.
Weekends and holidays?
Weekends and holidays.
Okay. And then how about the internal lighting? We have the two zones.
Yeah.
Well, internal lighting, can I ask you a little bit about that? I know in the exam rooms, you have those lights that, these.
Yeah.
These go on how long, these go on how long after? You can, do you have questions about this stuff, or do you want?
No, I just need access to the server room.
Oh, well, here, I'll just give you my key. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Are we, I'm sorry, does that have a keypad on it, or is it just a key?
Oh, it's got a keypad.
Okay, you're gonna get a key.
I have the
Okay.
control.
So internally,
These lights, how long do they go on?
I think, I'm not sure exactly what they're set up. They have dip switches in there, you can adjust the time. I think after 10 minutes of no occupancy or movement,
They
they'll
shut
shut
off.
off.
Okay. Dip
Yeah,
switches, that sounds like a garage door. in my-
Inside, there's
that
little
part.
little
Yeah,
switches
yeah.
that you can
All the
adjust.
restrooms, if I remember correctly, I went through and I set them all for 5 minutes because I figured it's the shortest amount of time, so it shut
Yeah,
off.
5 minutes
You
would
don't
be
need to go
fine
in
for
15.
anything, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so pretty much all the lights in the clinic go off, so which ones are you talking about that you're talking here?
Out here in the general areas, they're on all the time. They don't have automatic on/off.
Okay, so it's the same kind of thing, you want them to turn on in the morning
They'll
and
come
turn on off at night. Did the city require any basic minimum lighting in here?
No.
No.
So it'll be totally.
It's just
dark?
hours of operation.
We have enough lighting for egress past the emergency lighting.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So there is some egress, that it's gonna be low
Yeah.
grade egress lighting, probably down that back hallway, is that correct?
Towards exits and stuff, it's a little bit up there.
Okay.
You'll have a light
So
that'll
you're
take you
setting
along.
the hours then for the interior lights to be on?
Just some of the main lights, Judy.
Right.
All of these that have these are gonna turn on if you're still here. Remember Doug talked about that?
Constant.
I
And you'll
do,
have
but
light,
I'm just
you'll have a
thinking about
minimum.
going out. Those
You'll
are
Like
out
all
in the
these
You'll
hallway.
have
lights.
a minimum
the
lighting to
hallway.
go out to egress. Otherwise, like these
It'll be
main
dark.
downs will all automatically go down at night. And so I think they should,
Come on when you're here and off when you're gone.
right. And so I would say, Brenda probably doesn't really need them. Wouldn't you say 7 or 6:30?
Doesn't need, no, as long as they come on.
There's
It should
override
be right
switches
there.
that we'll talk about that.
There are no light switches, so in the lobby and stuff.
But when she goes into her department, they'll come up, and she's coming up that stairwell.
They'll
right
come
almost
up,
into her
they'll come up,
department,
yeah,
so
so
it'll be fine.
I would say, well, don't you think the main lobby lights and stuff, 6:30 is fine?
Yeah.
6:30 on.
a.m. on.
Mhm. And off at 7? Probably, 7. Or could you think you could do 6:30 on that? I think you could probably do 6:30. We shut our lights down in the lobby by then, for sure.
In the lobby we do.
So what time?
So are you just talking lobby right now?
It's
It's not just lobby.
it's out here. It's in the PT. It's
They
lobby.
work till 6.
It's along the corridor in the back.
Okay, 7. Let's just leave it at 7. If we can turn it down though and save electricity, we will.
This already is set up for daylight savings, right? It's
Yeah.
already automatic.
Set up for daylight savings, holidays.
And goodness, we'll call Tyler.
And then, you know, in the event someone's here afterwards or cleaning, they just turn the override switches that are in the elevator lobbies and they stay on for 2 hours. And
Okay.
they'll
Okay.
shut off.
Okay, so there's an override.
Yeah, we would go over and show you guys that after we.
Pretty much done here, I guess.
Is there a manual with that, or is it just the stuff that's printed right there? Is that enough to?
Well, we combined all the circuits to